Hello everyone, and welcome to the second video in the help series for the Research Participation Scheme, also known as SONA. So this video will take you through the steps to creating or requesting a participant account. So that's the point at which, before you're conducting your own research, you want to create an account on SONA so you can start taking part in other people's research, get some experience, and also to start collecting research participation credits. And that's important so that you're putting something into the system if you're intending to take something out. So when it comes to your dissertation project, if you want to use SONA to recruit participants, you need to have taken part in some other staff or students projects first. So in order to do that, in order to use SONA, you just need to collect at least one research participation credit. So that is equivalent to 15 minutes of participation. So if you want to use SONA in your own dissertation research to advertise it, recruit participants, you need at least one research participation credit. And how that breaks down is that if you earn between 1 to 15 credits, then you can take out 10 hours worth of research participation credits for your project. But if you earn 16 or more credits, that's equivalent to 4 hours, you can take out 25 hours worth of credits for your own research project. So to find out more information about SONA, you need to go onto Blackboard, and on the right hand side you'll have a list of My Organisations that you can access. Now it depends which degree you're on as to whether you'll have access to the postgraduate MSc General Psychology or the MSc Counselling organisation pages. But the information for the Research Participation Scheme is on both of those. So whichever one you have access to, if you click on that, it'll take you to a page that looks something like this, and on the left hand side you'll see a tab that says Research Participation Scheme. If you click on that, it will take you to this page, and this is where all of the information that we're using in this video can be found. So the first part that's highlighted there is the instructions for setting up a participant account, which is what we will be doing here. There are also other help videos and a direct link to SONA. So if we click on that now, it'll take us to this page. So what we're going to be doing is using this page to request an account. If we go to the Blackboard page just for the moment and open up the instructions for setting up a participant account, it'll tell us about the information that we're going to need in order to request an account. So what we ask is that you sign up, request an account using your university email address. So the user ID will be the first part of that, and then the account will be linked to your full university email address. As you're going through, you'll also be asked if you want to include your telephone number. I would say not to do this, because what happens is it will be advertised as part of your project advert. So any students or staff members from the School of Psychology on the SONA system will have access to that. So I'd recommend not providing your telephone number, but it's up to you. You'll also need to choose a course, and you'll need to select Psychology Postgraduate, and we'll look at that now. So if we come to this page, if we click on Request Account, we need to put our details in. So I'm going to make up a fictional student email address for now. So if I was imagining I'd started this year, it would look something like that for the first part. Just need to retype it. It's just really important as well, as you're going through, to make sure that you have got the prefix of the email address correct, as well as kind of making sure it's uni.work.ac.uk, just because we can sometimes have trouble when people are trying to request accounts and they get the email address slightly wrong. As I said, I wouldn't put a telephone number in there because it will be seen by all School of Psychology SONA users. And then you need to choose a course, so you should choose Psychology Postgraduate. So if you then click on request the account, it'll tell you that the login information, your username and a temporary password, will have been emailed to you to your university email address. So once that information has been sent to your email address, if you use it to log in, what you should do when you first log in is change your password from the one that's been sent to you by default. And you can also modify your contact information, change the email address linked to your SONA account and so on using these functions. But the first time you sign in, it would be recommended to change your password. But what we can see is all the information about our participant account. We can see the number of credits, research participation credits that we've earned, the number of credits that are pending. So that's where we've taken part in research and we're just waiting for the researcher to allocate the credit to us or not. And you can see the number of credits that are required because we're postgraduate students. We've registered on the postgraduate course. You also have information on upcoming appointments. So if you sign up to someone's research and it's, say, an interview study, this will come up as the date and time that you're due to take part in it. So it can be useful to just log in and check what's going on. You can also use these links to see studies that you've participated in but perhaps haven't been granted a credit, and the studies you've taken part in where you have earned credits and so on. And this is where you can view upcoming study appointments. So that's where you've signed up to a piece of research but haven't taken part in it yet, and in case you need to cancel that. And it's very important that if you only sign up to research if you know that you're going to be able to take part in it and complete it, or you believe there's no reason to believe that you won't be able to complete the research. If you know after you have signed up that you're not going to be able to take part for whatever reason, then you should go in and cancel this. And that's important because it just means that it frees up the space for the researcher to recruit another participant. And if you don't do that and say you don't take part in the research, there are penalties that are associated with that. So a researcher can say, if perhaps you signed up to an interview and you don't come and take part, and you don't say beforehand that you're cancelling your participation, then you can have a penalty added to your account. And what will happen is you'll have to acquire more than the 16 credits, for example, or you can actually be frozen out of your account. So before we do that, though, we haven't taken part in any research so far, so we want to see what is available. If you just click on the link, view available studies, you'll see all of the slots that are available currently. Now, they are not in any particular order. So they're in a random order, they're not alphabetized or anything like that. There's some information about the number of credits available, very brief information about the research. So if you're going through and there's something in here that interests you, then you can click on it and find out some further information. Now you see on the right hand side that there are eligibility requirements. So for some of this research it'll be aimed at only undergraduate students, but for others you just have to be 18 years of age or older and so on. So if we have a look at this one, for example, we click on it, and what we see here is there's it's an online study, so we can take part in that virtually. It's worth 1 credit. It'll take about 15 minutes to participate, to complete. And then there's a bit more information, some more detailed information about what we expected, or what we can expect from participation. And what we do is we sign up for the slot if we want to take part here. If we have any questions, you can contact the researcher here, but we'll sign up. And when you're taken through to the sign-up sheet, for an online study, it's usually just one participation deadline that everyone can sign up to. If it's an interview study or a focus group study or something like that where you have to be physically present, then there's usually a list of dates with that you can sign up to, and you need to pick the one that you can attend. So if we sign up here, it'll just double check, do we really want to sign up? And we say yes, yes we do. We can see that we have successfully signed up to the research study, and now we can see the survey. So this is the link to the actual survey. So imagine that we've signed up to that now. If we click on My Schedule Credits, we can see, okay, we've signed up to this study, and we're going to potentially, if we complete it, we will get a credit for doing so. Now, for the moment, it's listing the status as awaiting action from the researcher. Now, the deadline for participation hasn't passed yet, so usually what will happen is that after participation, researchers might wait until the deadline before granting credits. But perhaps we've decided actually we can't take part in this research for any particular reason, then we need to click cancel. And we need to say, yes, I want to cancel. So that means that the student knows, okay, we're not going to take part in that research. We won't get a penalty because we've told them before the deadline, but the student means that they can recruit another participant in our place. So that's, in a nutshell, how you can create a participant account, how you can go through and take part in other people's research, collect some research participation credits. What you can do after that, if you are looking to use SONA to recruit your own participants, there is another video on the Blackboard page. So if you scroll down, there's a video about requesting and managing a SONA advert for your own research here. So there's information about that and how to do that. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. If you can use the psychsona@wook.ac.uk email, get in touch with me and I'll be happy to help. Okay, thank you.